Hello and welcome to another Smash Ultimate Moveset video. Way back last year, I shared some concepts for potential new Mii Fighters. I generally like the core concept of the Mii Fighters and their custom moves, and wanted to apply that to new classes that could represent iconic games or gaming genres. Those classes were the Mii Athelete, an all-arounder with a mix of range and melee representing the Wii sports games and sports games in general, the Mii Musician with a neutral and timing-heavy playstyle representing Wii music and rhythm games, and the Mii Racer, a heavy rushdown fighter based on Mario Kart. As it turns out, there's a lot of other Mii Fighter classes that people wanted to see, so I finally got around to going through and choosing 3 more new classes that could join the Smash roster. Let's get right into it. I'm starting off with probably the most requested new class of Mii Fighter, both from my video and from Smash fans as a whole, the Mii Mage. In terms of fighting styles seen in Smash, a magic user is kind of the main one not represented as a Mii Fighter. With the likes of Zelda, Robin, and Hero on the roster, I think a dedicated Mii Mage would be a fun way to mix and match different aspects of magic into a new experience that a lot of people seem to really want. The idea behind a lot of dedicated magic fighters is to make them heavily reliant on intelligence and timing with their magic to secure victory, not so much their up-close brawling. As such, the Mii Mage is the slowest Mii Fighter, and the second heaviest if we're including my Mii Racer concept, with weak normal moves using a wand or staff mostly to break up enemy attacks or rack up a little damage leading into the kill moves. The smash attacks would all be fairly slow but powerful, using generic magical sparks to blast enemies. I kept these moves more generic so they could fit with whatever schools of magic were chosen in the special moves. With magic being such a broad topic, I thought it would be interesting to keep each set of specials in 3 categories. An elemental focus with fairly straightforward attacks mostly pulled from Miitopia, a reality-altering approach with a spacey, light-dark vibe, and a more traditional stage magic approach. Hello? Yeah, I'm recording it right now. Yeah, I know Delzathan had this exact idea years ago, but these might not be the most unique ideas, but I really do think that these are the best starting points for choosing magical abilities for a Mii Mage. I swear I'm not ripping them off. Before diving into the specials, I first need to cover the concept of a magic gauge for the mage. Seeing as it's a core concept of the magic user and an important balancing tool, I do feel it should be implemented in some way, but I don't want it to be exactly like Hero. Instead, you see a small circular icon that will fill up the more you deal damage. With all of these specials, you can use them to decent results with a single tap, or if you have enough energy, you can charge the attack to make it more powerful while using some of that energy. Now starting with the neutral specials, we have Fire, a basic fiery blast pulled from Miitopia. Charging the attack instead changes it to Explosion, with more kill power and crackling in a line to reach farther enemies, kind of like charging Ike's neutral B. There's also Light Beam, a quick far-reaching shot of light that can be charged to a more powerful Thoron-like blast, and there is Transform, with a magical aura that will either randomly change an item in front of you or give enemies a negative status effect. Holding this down will get you a more powerful item or give more negative effects. For side B, there's Lightning, again from Miitopia and basically a ranged Pikachu down B of varying power, Enlarge, sort of from Miitopia, making your weapon comically big with a huge deadly swing, and Deck of Cards, firing flaming playing cards similar to Sheik's neutral B. Up B has Whirlpool, mostly just trying to fill out the basic elements as you jump up with swirling water below you, Portal, alternating between spawning a light yellow and dark purple portal that will teleport you or projectiles through with consistent direction. Yes, I did just steal from my shell moveset. And Out of a Hat, spawning a large hat which you then aim and fire out of like a cannon. Charging these makes the Whirlpool bigger, the hat fire farther, or instantly spawning the next portal on you, essentially teleporting you to the other. And for down B, there's Barrier, pulled from Miitopia but reskinned to look more like stone. This is a basic reflection counter move, while charging it will make it burst at the end like Sephiroth's. There's Black Hole, working pretty much like the item and varying in gravitational power with more charge. And finally there's Sleep, pulling out a waving pocket watch to make those in front of you doze off with a larger radius around you when charged. Lastly, the final smash is called Starfall, using powerful magic to bring the heavens down on the battlefield, similar to Ness or Lucas. There's so much you could pull from for this class that I'm sure I missed someone's ideal moves. For the stage magic moves, I considered trying to make Hypnosis a thing, where the affected enemy moves exactly as you do for a short time, but I didn't think that would be very fun, especially in a one-on-one. There's also plenty more reality-altering directions you could go, changing gravity or creating pocket dimensions. Let me know what moves you would like to see in the comments. Next up is the Mii Ninja, another sword-wielding Mii that instead channels a very specific fighting style. While not pulling directly from something like Miitopia or one specific game, there are an enormous amount of games starring ninjas that iconic moves for this class are easy to imagine. We've seen some fighters like Sheik and Greninja have a ninja vibe, but never a full-on tribute like the Mii Ninja would to characters like Ryu Hayabusa, the Mortal Kombat ninjas, or just the general pop culture concept of a ninja. The Mii Ninja would be the fastest and lightest Mii fighter built for fast-paced melee attacks and extremely high mobility, including a fast fall. They would absolutely have a crawl, a sliding down tilt, and the ability to cling to and climb walls. It would take a little bit of work to finish off opponents, but even more work to get your hands on the ninja as the enemy. A lot of the normals and areas would have middling knockback, allowing you to utilize lots of different combos and mix-ups. These weaker attacks would all either be kicks or using your primary weapon, whether it's a katana or ninjato depending on the costume. You could probably sneak in other things like nunchucks or bow staff if you wanted to, but I figured I would keep it a little simpler for the already customizable Miis. Similarly, your smash attacks would be deadly slashes or stabs with the blade. Into the specials, which mostly pull from real-world ninja weaponry with a few exceptions. Neutral B would have shuriken as fast spammable projectiles, a longbow for a strong charged range attack, and something I've called focus slash, basically harnessing energy for a huge powerful slice. Side B has the smoke bomb, creating a huge cloud of smoke, the roped kunai, pulling in enemies like a tether grab and referencing Scorpion, and the blow dart, firing a quick dart that puts enemies to sleep. Up B has Shadow Slash as a simple aimable slash recovery, Grappling Hook as a far-reaching Byleth style tether, and Vanish as a basic teleport with a smoky appearance. And down B has a basic counter reflector, a move called Assassinate that has you plunge in a downwards diagonal, crumpling enemies without knockback who are hit, and Clone, using ninja magic to make a clone of yourself out of smoke that conceals the real you. This clone would act like a CPU and look exactly like you, but will basically deal no damage and die in one hit. Yes, I know I use this move in a lot of movesets, I think it would be awesome and I want it in Smash. For the final Smash, I pulled from the strong connection of video game ninjas to dragons with a move called Shadow Dragon. The ninja would spawn a huge energy dragon burning with dark flame, then quickly slash forward like Marth's final Smash as the dragon trails behind, then flies forward as an extremely strong projectile. While for the most part a variation on the Mii Sword Fighter, the extreme difference in movement and iconic specials make the Mii Ninja a great choice for a new Mii Fighter class. Finally, we have another highly requested Mii Fighter class, also heavily pulled from Miitopia. This one probably being my favorite of the bunch, the Mii Chef. In Miitopia, the Mii Chef is a support class able to dish out big hits while helping the party. However, much like the Mii Athlete and Mii Musician, a Mii Chef fighter in Smash would be a great way to include characteristics representative of cooking games as a whole. Unlike the other two fighters in this video though, the Mii Chef's unique key points are not seen anywhere on the Smash roster as it stands, unlike Magic with the Mage or the Ninja style. That begs the question, what are the key characteristics a Mii Chef would bring to Smash? Stats wise, they'd actually be pretty neutral and closer to the Mii fighters we have now, with a run speed a little above the Mii Brawler and a weight a little under. That speed will help the Chef get where they need to go, but a lower weight makes them less scrappy in melee situations. They would also not be very combo heavy, wielding a frying pan for all the normals and smash attacks that deals pretty decent damage and knockback. The smash attacks could have a little bit of extended range with fire or grease coming out of the pan. The sometimes inconvenient knockback ties into the main philosophy of a cooking-based character. Timing and multitasking are key. Those are really what cooking games are all about, so setting traps, powering up at the right time, and landing the perfect hit are how those concepts convert into a fighter. With that in mind, let's get to the specials. Neutral B has Flambe from Miitopia, an incredibly powerful fiery slam like a falcon punch, alluring smell, wafting scent lines in front of you to stun opponents, and Home Cooking, a slow move like Wii Fit trainers down B that will heal and buff you. Side B has Stale Ingredients, throwing out fast, weak food projectiles that cannot be eaten, Smoky, overcooking something in your pan to release a huge cloud of smoke that is a weaker but larger Piranha Plant Side B, and Spicy Dish, having the Mii eat a pepper before breathing fire with a strong finishing hit. This will slightly damage the Mii though. Up B has Rising Heat, a simple large explosion of flame below you like many other recoveries. Top Shelf, lunging the Mii upwards into a command grab like Ganondorf, and Scented Ascent, a basic weak dash attack that carries enemies with you. And down B has Bad Dish, slowly cooking up a food projectile that will weaken and poison an enemy hit with it. Smash Stew, working like Game & Watch but with any type of projectile and no reflector. And Slow Cooker. This move drops a medium-sized confectionery device on the stage with a timer over it. If a player weakly hits it when complete, a powerful food item will appear. Let it go too long or hit it too hard, and it'll blow up in your face. And the final smash is called Feast, having the Mii Chef cook in the background and send out order after order that blasts enemies away. With some pretty unique specials, an emphasis on timing, and a lot of visual style, the Mii Chef would be a delectable addition to the Smash roster. And those are my 3 more new Mii Fighter concepts. I did have a couple runner-ups that didn't make the cut. One was the Mii Heavy, wielding a large hammer. I liked the concept of a Mii Fighter with really extreme stats, being slow moving but absolutely deadly if the hit connects. And there were a few moves that I thought would be cool, like throwing the hammer and causing far-reaching shockwaves. However, adding more on top of that just felt like a slightly different take on the Mii Sword Fighter that didn't have a cool style or strong distinction like the Mii Ninja. The other was the Mii Archer. This fighter would be pretty weak physically, relying on strikes with the bow or maybe a dagger and short shots for smash attacks. The farther reaching shots would have a variety of special arrows, from standard to bounce to pitfall trap to bomb to roped arrows for tether recovery. There's fun mechanics you could do here, but it would be a one-note character without a lot of variety or mix-up potential. I almost did that one, but wasn't very inspired to completely fill it out. Let me know what you think about these concepts and what other Mii classes you think would be fun to have in Smash. And be sure to check out the other Mii Fighter video too, I do still really like those ideas. I'm currently weighing the direction of Smash content on this channel as Smash Ultimate's DLC life comes to an end, but you can definitely expect more videos, whether they be movesets or ready moveset go, or generic Smash talk through the end of the year. Be sure to like this video and subscribe, and as always, until next time, thanks for watching. Well, that was not intended.